piece of wood is 30 inches long.
In a workspace barely large enough to hold his eager students, Steve Lapey is dispensing wisdom.
I'm at 3.5 inches on this side.
Gleaned during his 85 years.
It's basically in the right position. It just has to go back a little further.
Back, perhaps, to a simpler time when canoes were state-of-the-art for trade and transport and recreation. Canoes have been Steve's hobby for decades, and now he is eagerly passing on his knowledge to other enthusiasts, apprentices drawn to the master.
We gather together on Saturday mornings here in the canoe shop and do chores. It's a learning and a working operation. I kind of lead the show and show people how to do it, and then let them carry on and do the work.
Lapey and his volunteer crew repair and restore old canoes and build new ones in his small Groveland workshed. Jess Carnes grew up across the street and always wondered what all the fuss was about on Saturday mornings.
And one morning I decided to pop over and I just kind of observed what was going on, and I was very fascinated. I'm someone who loves to learn with my hands, and Steve's always been like a grandfather to me. So getting to learn from him, somebody who is basically a master at his craft, has been amazing.
Turns out Jess is a natural and uses her sewing and stitching expertise to help cane the seats. Steve's passion and much of his work center around wood-framed, canvas-wrapped canoes, sleek, proven designs that are light and quiet, peaceful on the water.
The aesthetics of looking at those ribs and that planking there, and it just, the curves of it, it's just appealing to my eye. That's really all I can say. I just love the looks of them, and I appreciate the amount of labor that has gone into building one of these things.
After a long career traveling and selling sewing supplies, one gets the sense that Steve has stitched together a second act, one that harkens all the way back to his childhood days at a remote Canadian wilderness camp where he first fell in love with the canoe.
They're flexible, they have fine entry lines that make them go quietly through the water. Not to say that the newer modern materials are not good, they're wonderful. They're almost indestructible, and they don't require an awful lot of maintenance. But if you're willing to put up with a little bit of maintenance and a little bit of care, these are the better choice for a canoeist.
A lifelong romance.
It felt like I died and went to heaven.
Has reached its final days.
I think I have the longest temp job in the federal government.
For Sally Snowman, working as the keeper of Boston Light has been so much more than a job.
I'm a spiritual person, always have been, and so when I talk about being on the island and how much it spoke to me, that's the spiritual part of thing. It's alive out there. It's sacred land.
Little Brewster Island in Boston Harbor is home to Boston Light, the first lighthouse established in colonial America. It was also a home for Snowman for 2 decades. She was hired as the first civilian keeper of the lighthouse in 2003 and spent the next 20 years in that role.
I'm the first female out of 70, the first 69 were all men, and I'm the last because the manning of the island itself is coming to closure. And I hold that in my heart.
Snowman started off her service at Boston Light as a volunteer, a member of the Coast Guard Auxiliary. She met her husband, Jay, through that service. They married at Boston Light.
A few weeks later, we did our first watch out there with the active duty, and it was like, wow. I would just be getting up in the night and looking out the windows, and it was so exciting. I felt like a little kid with butterflies in the stomach.
Snowman led tours for the public, and for her uniform chose colonial-era dresses that she made herself. But with Little Brewster now closed to visitors and the beacon automated, the keeper's role has changed, and Snowman is ending her watch.
I knew because it was going to come to an end, every day, every watch could be my last. And that has always been in the back of my head. And just making the best of it while I have it.
But she'll always carry Boston Light with her.
Did you know we're all lighthouses from our heart? When we are in joy and have that feeling of love, it just bursts out, 360 all around. That light at the top of the tower, it is a symbol of hope and compassion. The 20 years I've been out there, I've embedded that into every cell in my body.
Sally Snowman retired at the end of 2023. She was the last lightkeeper employed by the Coast Guard in America. As for Steve Lapey, his group recently started work restoring a J.H. Rushton canoe, first built in 1905. They've made good progress, and Lapey continues passing on his expertise to canoe enthusiasts. Coming up, proof that there's a museum for everything.